Hey guys, it's your dude, back with another video, but this isn't just any video, it's about love. Just kidding, kinda. Love is weird, man. It's this thing we're all obsessed with, but it's also kinda messed up. So, on Man of Thoughts today, we're diving into the dark side of love. We're talking 21 facts that will make you question love, why we fall for some people and not others, the chemicals in our brains, and the messed up things love does to us. It's gonna be dark, twisted, and might make you scared to fall in love. So buckle up, grab your blankie, and get ready for a wild ride. You ever lock eyes with someone across the room and it's like, bam, you feel that connection? Yeah, that's not just a coincidence. Turns out, eye contact is a powerful thing. It releases all these crazy chemicals in our brains like oxytocin, the cuddle hormone. And when you stare into someone's eyes for a long time, it can actually make you fall in love. Be careful out there. We've all heard the stories, seen the movies. Two people meet, their eyes lock, and boom, it's love at first sight. But is that real life or just Hollywood BS? Our brains are hardwired to make snap judgments. In a split second, our subconscious decides if they're a potential mate. So, love at first sight might just be our primal instincts kicking in. Ever wonder why you get so obsessed with someone when you first start dating? Why you can't stop thinking about them? Why you check your phone every 5 seconds hoping for a text? Yeah, that's dopamine, baby. The feel-good hormone. When you're falling in love, your brain gets flooded with dopamine. It's like you're high, literally, and just like any drug, you crave that feeling. You need it. It's why we act like such fools when we're in love. So yeah, that crazy, passionate, can't live without you love, that's basically just your brain on drugs. Chapter 4. The shocking power of a simple touch. Hold up, guys, we need to talk about physical touch. It's a big deal, like a really big deal. Think about it. A hug from someone you love can instantly make you feel better. Holding hands with your partner can calm you down when you're stressed. That's because physical touch releases oxytocin, that cuddle hormone we talked about earlier. It creates a sense of connection, of bonding. It's why we crave physical touch from the people we're close to. It can make or break a relationship. Chapter 5. The halo effect. Seeing your partner through rose-colored glasses. Ever notice how you see your partner as perfect, even if they leave dirty socks on the floor? That's the halo effect. One positive trait overshadows everything else. You see them through rose-colored glasses, focusing on the good. Chapter 6. Kissing, more than just swapping spit, I hope. Okay, let's talk about kissing. Because let's be real, it's a pretty weird thing to do when you really think about it. I mean, you're basically pressing your lips against another human's lips and swapping spit. It's kind of gross. But it's also amazing. And that's because kissing releases a whole cocktail of hormones, including dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. It's like a love potion in a single smooch. So yeah, next time you're making out with someone, just remember, it's not just about the physical sensation. Chapter 7. Oxytocin. The love potion you didn't know you had. We've mentioned oxytocin a few times already, but this hormone is so important it deserves its own chapter. Oxytocin is released through physical touch, cuddling, kissing, and even just being around someone you love. It strengthens bonds, builds trust, and makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's basically the glue that holds relationships together. So if you're looking to strengthen your bond with your partner, crank up the oxytocin. Chapter 8. The fear of rejection, why love can feel like a horror movie. Let's be real, putting yourself out there in the dating world can be terrifying. Why? Because rejection sucks. It hurts, it makes you want to crawl into a hole and never come out. And that fear of rejection, it can sabotage your love life before it even begins. You might avoid putting yourself out there, afraid of getting hurt. It's a defense mechanism, sure, but it can also keep you from finding love. Chapter 9. Birds of a feather. Why we're drawn to people like us. Ever notice how couples start to dress alike, talk alike, even think alike after being together for a while? It's kind of creepy, right? Like they're morphing into the same person. But it's also totally normal. We're naturally drawn to people who are similar to us. people who share our values, our interests, our sense of humor. It makes us feel understood. So yeah, if you find yourself dating someone who's basically your twin, don't freak out. Chapter 10, Vulnerability, the scariest and most rewarding part of love. Letting someone see your true self, flaws and all. Terrifying, right? But also necessary. Vulnerability is the key to deep, meaningful connections. When you open up to someone, share your fears, your dreams, your insecurities, you create a bond that's unbreakable. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to let someone see your heart and know they could potentially crush it. But the rewards, totally worth the risk. Chapter 11, Stress, the silent relationship killer. Stress is a part of life, but it can wreak havoc on your love life. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. And guess what? Cortisol can suppress oxytocin, that lovey-dovey hormone we talked about earlier. It can lead to arguments, communication breakdowns, and even decreased physical intimacy. Chapter 12, Serotonin, the mood booster that can make or break your love life. Serotonin, another important hormone in the love game. This one's all about mood, happiness, and a sense of well-being. Low serotonin levels have been linked to depression, anxiety, and even obsessive-compulsive disorder. And you guessed it, those things can put a damper on your love life. But here's the good news. There are ways to boost your serotonin naturally. Communication is key. You've heard it a million times, right? But it's true. Effective communication is essential for a healthy, happy relationship, but it's not just about talking, it's about listening, really listening. It's about understanding your partner's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. Our childhood experiences shape who we are as adults, and that includes how we approach love and relationships. If you had a secure, loving childhood, you're more likely to form healthy, secure attachments as an adult. But if you experience trauma, neglect, or abuse as a child, it can make it harder to trust, to be vulnerable, to let people in. Commitment, it's a big word, a scary word, but also an important word. When you're committed to someone, you're choosing them day after day, even when it's hard. Commitment isn't always easy, but it's the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship. Jealousy. It's a powerful emotion, and a dangerous one. A little bit of jealousy can be normal, even healthy. It shows you care. But when jealousy takes over, it can be toxic. It can lead to possessiveness, control issues, even anger and resentment. What makes us attracted to one person and not another? Is it physical appearance, personality? Well, it's a combination of factors, really. Our brains are wired to look for certain physical cues like symmetry, clear skin, and a healthy body weight, but we're also drawn to people who are confident, kind, and intelligent. Trust is like a fragile thread. It takes time and effort to build, but it can be broken in an instant. Without trust, relationships crumble. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. If you want a healthy, loving relationship, you need to trust your partner. Social media. It can be a blessing and a curse, especially when it comes to love. On the one hand, it can help us connect with people we might never have met otherwise. But it can also create unrealistic expectations, fuel jealousy and insecurity, and even lead to infidelity. We all make mistakes, we all hurt the people we love, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not. Forgiveness isn't about condoning bad behavior, it's about releasing the anger, the resentment, the hurt that's holding you back. We often take our partners for granted. We get so caught up in the day-to-day that we forget to appreciate the amazing person we have in our lives. Practicing gratitude can transform your relationship. Take the time to notice the little things your partner does for you. A simple thank you can go a long way. So there you have it. 21 psychological facts about love that might have you questioning everything. Love is messy, it's complicated, it's confusing, but it's also beautiful, powerful, and ultimately what makes life worth living. If you enjoyed this dark and twisted journey into the human psyche, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Man of Thoughts for more content that will keep you up at night. And remember, the next time you fall in love, don't say, "I didn't warn you."